Assalomu alaykum qadrli talabalar. Bugun sizlar bilan birgalikda Mavzu nomidagi O'zbekiston Milliy Universiteti Xorижий filologiya fakulteti Ingliz filologiyasi kafedrasi o'qituvchisi Исмоилова Н bugun sizlar bilan birgalikda asosiy o'rganilayotgan chet tili matbuot tili modulidan gazeta sarlavha turlari mavzusida video dars olib boramiz. Darsimiz ingliz tilida bo'lganligi bois, let's start our lesson in English language. This is the 11th practical lesson according to our curriculum. Types of newspaper headlines. Now you have to think of headline that could accompany this story. You have to name this little story. A 10-year-old boy called Jack rescues a dog, Bruiser, who has fallen down a 4-meter well. The boy used the bucket to pull the dog to safety. Have you done? Yes, you can call as Jack rescues Bruiser's life, or young teenager save dog's life, or something else like this. So, what is headline? Headline tells us what is story about in newspapers. Newspapers use catchy and bold headlines to grab your attention. If the headline is not eye-catching and not interesting, then the reader won't read the article. Headlines attempt to sum up the story in as few words as possible. Some headlines are humorous and others are more serious, depending on the type of story they are about to tell. It also depends on the type of paper you're reading. For example, red tops tend to use puns, play on words, but broadsheets tend to have more serious headlines. Can you determine what the stories of the headlines are going to be about? For example, driverless car plows through busy junction. Watery weather washes out wallets. Loony Rooney at it again. The incredible running man. New iPad floats the top. Now you have to write down about it quickly to your copybooks. Ready? Let's repeat it. Driverless car plows through busy junction. Watery weather washes out walls. Loony Rooney at it again. The incredible running man. New iPad floats to the top. Have you written down? Let's go to the next. There are 4 different types of headlines. Concise and factual, that tells main detail as few words as possible, and this type is very serious. Next, alliteration and rhyme, repetition of starting or final sounds. Next type, sensational. This type of headline must be dramatic and factual. Next one, play on words. In this headline, journalists use homophones, similar sounding words, or change part of words to create a joke. Concise and factual, that tells main detail as few words as possible and serious, as we talked about. And here is given examples. Wins cable, Greece will need another huge bailout. Next headline, 1 in 5 parents cannot read aloud. Alliteration and rhyme. Prince picks Kate as mate. Cowell calls in cops over Ronan fix claims. This is a repetition of starting and final sounds. Sensational. Maggie that in bed at Ritz. Killer food. Bug hits Britain. This is a dramatic and factual short stories. Play on words. Scrambled crack and toast. Francs for nothing. Uses homophones, similar sounding words, or change part of words to create a pun. Pun is a joke, yeah, is a no. Now you have to do. Challenge. Devise appropriate headline for the news stories on your desk. Try to use 4 different styles of headlines across the different articles. Concise and factual, alliteration and rhyme, sensational, and play on words. Let's start. Get thinking. I can understand the difference between fact and opinion, or I'm able to distinguish between fact and opinion. Which one of you are? You can understand fact and opinion, or you can distinguish between fact and opinion. Now you have to write down on your copybook 1 fact about your university, an opinion about your university. Facts and opinions. Newspaper reports use many facts and opinions to tell their stories. They often use the 5 WH questions: who, what, why, where, and when, to give the reader as much information as they could and detail as possible. When the facts have been written, the person writing the newspaper report sometimes gives their opinion of the story. They sometimes discuss why it happened or get opinions from the people involved or general public. Can you separate the statements below into 2 categories, facts and opinions? This is a task. The car exploded at 10:30 am exactly. The tennis player gets paid far too much money and it isn't even playing well this year. In Western Brazil, carnivals are lively and exciting. Max, the 32-year-old Labrador, entered the Guinness Book of Records as the oldest dog ever. Did you find it? The car exploded at 10:30 am exactly. This is a fact. The tennis player gets paid far too much money and isn't even playing well this year. This is an opinion. In Western Brazil, carnivals are really lively and exciting. This is an opinion. Max, the 32-year-old Labrador, entered the Guinness Book of Records as the oldest dog ever. This is a fact. Have I checked it? Finally, we are here to help. Please, don't hesitate to ask us if you have any questions. And here was given my email address nurxon.ismoilova.94@gmail.com. Thank you for your kind attention. E'tiboringiz uchun rahmat.